Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Nope, Chuck test. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Jakel, the world's worst YouTuber. Yes, my hair is blue. No, I don't want to talk about it. Yes, it's 2020, and I have adopted a scene-style haircut. It's 2020, and I just got the Andy Milonakis Season 2 on DVD. No, we're not the same person. Quit asking. So today I was a little low on energy, and I just decided to kick back, have fun, and crank out some content. What I mean by that is I'm going to my own videos. A few months ago I had reacted to the first video I was in on YouTube, and it wasn't on my channel. If you haven't checked out Super Plunger Wars, go check those out, or I will put a link to the video in question where I react to those videos somewhere in here, description at the end of the video, who knows. But today I'm actually going to react to my first video. Also, another thing is, I've been at this for 2.5 years now, almost my son's entire life, and I thought I'd be farther by now. I was hoping that I wouldn't actually be the world's worst YouTuber forever. But regardless, at some point every YouTuber kind of just goes back to the beginning and takes a look with their followers, with their fans, with their clique, to look at some of the travesties they had unleashed upon YouTube via their channel. And I want to do that with you guys today. So, without what was I saying? Without further ado, let's go back down memory lane to a much more innocent time in my life when my son was but a wee tot. He still is, but he's a bigger tot. A time known as Halloween 2017. The first time I ever got to dress up as the Cat in the Hat. Let's do this. So here we are at my channel. See this? Here's my channel. And if you didn't notice it already, there's a hyperlink to my Twitter and to my Instagram. Go check it out. And if you hear whispering, no, it's not a ghost. This isn't EVP. Cat's playing video games in the background. But here we are. I had to do the Halloween Special Part 1 and Halloween Special Part 2. I had a couple of videos that I have since taken down that were before this. The first one was a little mission statement that it was just me bitching for 5 minutes about I couldn't get my couldn't figure out my editing software. So I took that down, and then it was a parody of a cigarette review, which later became a series of cigarette reviews that I have since taken down because it's not the direction I wanted to take with my channel. So now we have 2 parts of this Halloween special where it's me as the Cat in the Hat, and each one is 6.5 minutes. Why on earth did I need to turn it into 2 parts? Well, you see, this was before I had secured my account. If you start YouTubing, they want you to connect to, well, at least they did 2.5 years ago. They want you to connect your account to a phone number, and I had to go through this whole process before I could actually start uploading videos that were longer than 15 minutes. Reflecting back on that time and realizing I have since uploaded a video that was literally 1 hour and 47 minutes long. So that's why it got broken up into 2 parts, because reasons. Let's get to it. Alright. Gonna go ahead and watch this in theater mode. I think that's what it's called, yeah? At this point, I might as well just full screen. Hey everybody, you might be wondering why I'm wearing a Cat in the Hat hat. Well, the reason being is that it's Halloween today, and it's been a dream of mine for years and years and years. Oh, so many things to say already. Especially when the movie came out, I was just like, I gotta do it. It's gotta happen at some point in my life. Oh my god, 32 seconds and I'm already like, Such. First of all, the fact that the camera is vertical. I was such a greenhorn, such a noob. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And also just what my facial expressions.
And, it's been a dream
that
of
blank,
mine for
chubby
years and years
stare.
and years to get a Cat in the Hat, especially when the movie came out.
I am definitely still capable of the blank, empty, chubby face stares. First of all, I'm 260 pounds now. This was 310 pounds. I've lost a little bit of weight, so even though I'm still chubby, it's not that. And also, what was I doing with this chin strap? I'm just going to sit here and shit on myself this whole time. Oh my god. I just wanted to shave off all of... I used to think that my mustache made me look like it was a pedo stash, and I already was self-conscious about being a neckbeard, and because of YouTube, I've kind of just leaned into being a neckbeard, so whatever. But oh my god, I looked like a deer in the headlights.
I was just like, I gotta do it.
My jowl's flopping around, Jesus Christ.
So, I'm sitting here.
Hello everybody, this video just turned into me roasting myself. I'm gonna need a lot more of that.
And we're about to get ready to go trick-or-treating because even though I'm 25 years old, I've got a 7-week-old in the other room. Actually, tomorrow he's going to be 8 weeks. Holy crap, time is flying by so quick. Parenting.
I had this bad habit of thinking that everything needed to end with this flashy fake smile. I thought it was charming, or it was just going to make me look like a lovable goof or something, and everything had this just like, or just this goofy ass smile that just, I look back now and I'm like, why? And I think what I was trying to do here was just a stream of consciousness to look and imitate one of those people that was just fast and goofy and quick-witted, but it just fell into an awkward stream of consciousness about my kid, and at this point, maybe some people might care about the fact that I have a kid. But this being my first video, nobody gave a shit if I was talking about my kid. And I'm not going to take it back, but the way I was talking about my kid is just like, holy crap, parenting.
Now, courtesy of my future mother-in-law, she actually took the time and put her ass making
just
me
changing scenery like that,
for which I am extremely grateful.
Going from standing to laying
half the night, if not all
on
night
the
last
couch,
night, making it for me, and she got up as early as I did this morning to go to work. So, fucking phenomenal. So today I'm going to give you a step-by-step
so
about
fucking
how I am going to be doing the Cat in the Hat. Now, don't mind the voice of Garrett Watts in the background.
If you missed it, while I was talking over myself indefinitely, I was talking about how my future mother-in-law was making a cat in the hat suit for me, which I still have. If I would have thought about it, I should have actually taken the time to wear it. But I'm not going to do that. Huh?
It's in Judith's closet.
Yep, it's in our son's closet. Why have I left it? Why have I left it in our kids' room? Some of the things that I have to ask myself later. But yeah, no, this is the Cat in the Hat suit that she made. And every Halloween, this is the first of 3 Halloween series I've done. And each one I have donned the Cat in the Hat suit, and I'm going to continue to until that bitch falls apart.
And I'm just happen to be watching him at this moment, but there's the final product of the costume that my future mother-in-law
my cat
is
is just
so,
sitting here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like much.
The same one that
hanging
was
there,
cleaning
but just
herself
wait
at the
until
beginning of
it's
this
going to
video.
look a whole lot more better. Now, I am absolutely terrible with face paint. I'm able to do some Juggalo paint.
Little known fact about me, I used to be a juggalo. Now don't get me wrong, for the sake of nostalgia and remembering being a hellion cretin roaming the streets of a podunk-ass little town off of Lake Michigan, I'll throw in some ICP, but like the whole juggalo thing is like, I was deep in the juggalo culture, don't get me wrong. There are some juggalos that are actually really cool. They are doggedly loyal. They will fuck somebody up just to help out a friend, but at the same time, the people that fit the stereotype do exist, and they scare me. Just saying. So I'm not a juggalo. I'll still enjoy some ICP for the sake of nostalgia, but I used to be a juggalo.
Because I used to do that a lot as a teenager. I just happen to be really bad at keeping my own face symmetrical. So helping me with my face paint today
Still
is
have that
going to
problem.
be my
My
wonderful,
face isn't symmetrical to
lovely
begin with.
girlfriend, Katrina.
Oh, God. I forgot that I put this beat in here. I don't know where this beat came from. I just snagged it from my brother because we used to be in a juggalo hip-hop metal band, which is when I stopped being a juggalo. I lost my train of thought. Anyhow, I don't know where the hell this beat came from. I just slapped it on here before I knew anything about checking for copyright shit. This beat's still a banger.
There's something oddly relaxing about
I just cut the music.
Stroked. Like,
I just cut the
I
music.
would pay for this if I had money.
It picks back up. I didn't know how to fade. I didn't know how to edit anything audio. This is my third or fourth video I had ever made.
Successfully white-faced.
Yeah, the knowledge of that beat is coming back to me.
Cat in the Hat, or if I'm about to be a stage extra for a My Chemical Romance show. Ooh, scratch that. No, I'm going to a Twisted concert.
Stage extra for a My Chemical Romance show, says the guy who's got the 10th anniversary jacket hanging up in his closet. Well, hang on. I just ignored myself. What? Come on.
My Chemical Romance show. Ooh, scratch that. No, I'm going to a Twisted concert.
That shit-eating grin that I didn't know what the hell I was doing, just like, haha, everything's funny. That's the punchline, guys. Laugh, please. For the record, getting your face petted and stroked is very frickin' relaxing. God, I had lyrics to this song. I'll have to remember it at some point in the future.
Had some technical difficulties due to the fact that I've got monstrously long eyelashes, and now I've got that shit globbed all over the place. Now that my paint is finished,
I just
it's time to get
completely-
dressed.
It's time to get dressed.
waiting to
What was I doing with that smile? And at the worst fucking times, too.
I've asked my wonderful girlfriend, Kat, to do it.
What? You can ask Kat anytime we go back and look at some of my old videos. She will feel me cringe from across the room, and I'll just be like, why did I do that? Always about the smile.
Now she's wondering why she's with me, because now she's filming me getting dressed.
Hi, my name is Jakel. I forgot that the next part of the video got copyright striked because I used, what was it, The Entertainer? A fine little, one of the most famous piano pieces from the 1920s, the yeah, and so to avoid getting copyright striked for this video, I'm going to silence this video while I can still continue to shit on this video. So yeah, here's me getting dressed in the Cat in the Hat suit. And I even said sorry about the rookie lighting errors. And if I would have waited 5 minutes and thought about it instead of rushing through this part of the video, because we were supposed to be leaving to go on our way to meet up with Kat's mom so she could see the creations that she had made, I would have remembered it. And for some reason, I still threw it in the video and just said, sorry. Which didn't matter because the whole scene got copyright striked anyway. And then this little move. The fuck is that? What was I doing? The thing that I did with the bow, just like, I hit the mic. God, oh! Now I need to get to the right part. And sound. Please, and thank you.
Now let us not other look Brenda's other
Let us
creation.
not other look.
Velma. We see all the
There's itty bitty
stunning
Jonas.
curves and everything, and the skirt and everything else, and the socks. Brenda didn't make the socks. I'm not sure if y'all can tell, but I am sweating through this fucking grease paint. That's just who I am as a person.
I still sweat like a motherfucking beast. I have literally started filming, and it took too long, and I worked up too much of a sweat, and I decided not to film because there was too much sweat on my face, and this light and this light would just glisten, and it would look like I just doused my face in baby oil. That is a curse that I have had for as long as I can remember. It's just in my genetics. And it doesn't matter. I swear to God, I can do a workout and sweat less than setting up for filming a video. I can do a full-blown workout, do martial arts, Tai Chi, and I'll sweat less than it takes me to set up. Or just do anything. Taking a shit causes more sweat than working out. And I don't know what it is. I guess my body's just backwards like that. So yeah, I still sweat like a beast. This hasn't changed.
No. I sweat through everything. I sweat through Kevlar. Brenda, what do you think about your wonderful creations? I'm making a video about
I sweat
it.
through Kevlar. I have not tested that out.
Guys, I'm geeked. I'm getting to go to Dunkin'. I haven't gone to Dunkin' since before my son was born.
Oh my God.
Roughly 2 months now.
It was the first time I had gotten to go to Dunkin', and I had loved Dunkin', and I still prefer it just a little bit more than Starbucks because it's like $2 cheaper, and also I get more bang for my buck, and also, yeah, I just prefer Dunkin' for many different reasons. Not to say I don't like Starbucks, I still do, but I hadn't had Starbucks since like a month and a half, 2 months before this scene, because we had moved very recently before I started YouTubing away from a very busy metropolitan area where I could get Dunkin' anywhere to the middle of bumfuck cornfields, Illinois, and they just opened a Dunkin', which I still frequent regularly.
There it is, the Dunkin'.
Hi.
I'm so excited.
This is also a biographical of my entire life at this point in my life when I'm filming this.
Can I please get a large iced coffee with
Cream and liquid sugar. And
with
a caramel swirl flavor.
And a shot of espresso.
And a shot of espresso.
Bitch, that's my order.
That's still my order.
Yes. Well, we did just had fish yesterday. You have a point.
We had fish yesterday.
I probably could have gone then, but oh hey, I'll go now.
I'm creaming in my panties.
Update, I still cream in my panties whenever I have Dunkin'.
Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to continue doing this makeup.
This is the end of this video.
Shit's getting in my eyes.
But I'm going to move over to part 2 because
I'm afraid to
that's
touch it.
what I wanted to do. Oh hey, Halloween special part 2. I just realized I've been tensed and hunched over this entire time. Why am I so tense about this? Probably because I'm tense about the fact that this video even exists, but I keep it on there as a reminder of how far I've come. Even though it's got 6 dislikes and only 2 likes, and I believe both of them, one of them is mine, and I'm sure the other one is off of my other thing. Way to inflate numbers, there I go. Am I going to get in trouble for that now that I admitted what I do? Okay, I don't do it. Okay, yes, I do it every time, but moving on, beside the point. This is part 2 of the first Halloween special.
So yeah, I decided to take the paint off. The white was digging into my eyeballs, and it was just driving me nuts. There's still
Hey, Aaron.
strands of white all over
Past
the place.
Aaron.
See that? In the crook of my eye. But I'm gonna
Paint
redo
doesn't
the
dig
lines,
into
or,
your
you know,
eyeballs, just
my
letting you
girlfriend
know.
very nicely
Paint
if she
doesn't
can do
dig.
it, and just get the like little mouth part taken care of, because I'm not sitting here for the next God knows how long just with that face caked into my eyeballs.
Jesus Christ, I'm glad that I've lost some weight. I don't know what I was doing there. I'm just sitting here talking about.
There's still patches
There's
of
still
white
patches
all
of
over
white
the place
all over the place here.
that?
You see that?
In the crook of my
In the
eye.
crook of my eye.
But I'm gonna redo
I'm
the
just, like,
lines, or,
pointing
you know,
out
ask
all of what I'm
my girlfriend
doing. I
very
take
nicely
way
if she
too
can do
long
it,
to
and
explain
just get the
what
like,
I'm
the
doing.
mouth part taken care of, because I'm not sitting here for the
Silly
next God
young
knows how
me,
long
silly-
just with that face
silly
caked into my
baby
eyeballs.
Jakel.
So, I've decided to go
And
on
then-
my way to go get a pack.
I explain in great detail what I'm about to do, and then the very next scene, I've done it. I could have just waited and showed everybody. Why was I doing that? And why did I keep it in? Just so many things that it's like, no wonder this thing has 6 dislikes and the only 2 likes are from me.
Cigarettes, since I've only had half a cigarette all day.
Still, with the
and I'm trying to
vertical
watch out for
camera
trick-or-treaters
angle.
because I'm behind on this, and yeah, let's see what happens. This should be fun. Yeah, the cat in the hat smokes. Who would've
Still
thunk
trying
it?
to smile.
Well, I mean, dealing
For no
with thing
reason.
1 and thing 2 is probably a stressful job. You know what I'm saying? This is Halloween. Everybody make a scene. Trick or treat till the neighbors got.
So I used to be one of those people who really liked Marilyn Manson, and I still, every now and then, I'll get a faint whisper in my heart to remember what the heyday of Hot Topic was like. I think I've still got like most of the wristbands. I've got 2 Gurr wristbands, a Punisher one, a couple others. I think the other one was an Autobots one. I don't know, just a whole bunch of wristbands that I I actually bought from Hot Topic, because that was the day and age. And I always considered myself too fat to be a proper emo, but the aesthetic will always have a place in my heart. That being said, when I realized that Marilyn Manson had done a cover of This Is Halloween, not only did I fall in love with it, I also decided to do all of the voices. I can still do it. But just in case you were wondering, you probably weren't, but I'm telling you anyway, as if I'm trying to justify myself. There is no justification for half of this video. Keep going.
Dynamite, it's our town. Everybody scream! The sound of I am the one.
My point is, I don't do this. I didn't do this for the camera. I just do this. Still to this day, it's just what I'm like.
Under your bed, teeth ground sharp and eyes glowing red.
Still with the vertical screen. When do I actually wisen up? Tilt the camera.
Hello. Yes, sir. Can I get 2 packs of Marvel Red 100s?
I thought this was the most clever thing ever. I don't know why.
There you go. So I go in there, right? As you guys
The worst story I have ever committed to camera.
saw, but what you didn't see behind the camera was actually he had no problems with the fact that I was the Cat in the Hat. You know, it's Halloween. He's assuming some crazy shit's gonna happen. I put my money and my
I didn't know how to edit anything. Oh my god.
keys inside the hat. So when he rang up the bowl of cigarettes,
And I already hear some people thinking to leave a comment, but Jakel, you still don't. I was much worse.
he asked for, 14 something. Throw my hat off, and he's just like,
I thought that was the funniest thing ever for some reason. Even so much that I left in my laughter.
and I'm the 20, and then I get the cigarettes, and I throw, when he hands me the change back, I throw the cigarettes and the change into the hat, and he's just like, eh. But it was fucking hilarious to me.
Clearly. How the hell this never got copyrighted for this part of this video, which is why I'm bobbing my head
Yeah.
to it and talking over it.
Just a cheetah? nothing on me. I sold crack to that guy one time.
I sold crack just to cheat on. Is this gonna get copyright striked? If it is, oh well. Not like I'm monetized anyway. What was I doing? I was just wheel. This was before
Trick or Treat
TikTok.
has officially started, and I was going to film some of this, but now I'm nervous that I'm going to get in trouble for filming people's children. In the meantime, I'm just sitting here waiting, and like the whole neighborhood is dead. We've had like 3 doorbell rings. That's it. Nothing. I'm a little disappointed, honestly. Now, if you didn't believe me, look.
Why did I cut the
Nothing.
music?
Nobody.
There?
Is it too
For
cold?
real.
I mean, it's like
I
40
could have
degrees
kept
out.
going, and it would have been fine.
So that might be a factor. I'm really not sure. Oh,
I'm
hey,
honestly
look, there's a bird.
confused.
Bird, want some candy?
Bart,
the
you want some
tiger?
candy?
I hooked up with his mom. I was almost his stepdad. Are we gonna?
I thought giving narrations as the Cat in the Hat was going to be the funniest thing ever. Just being in character and being the Cat in the Hat and talking about who the Cat in the Hat has messed with, particularly all of the other cat characters. That's what I think about that. You know, it's not a bad idea. It wasn't awful of an idea, but I also feel like it was poorly executed. Like, it should be committed to a comic or something where there's more. It's like, if this was Cinema Sins, it would be like, one sin for alluding to a much more interesting story. Ding!
I get children? This is creepy. I'm filming children. I'm gonna stop. So, as you can see, we haven't really gotten that many trick-or-treaters.
No, trick-or-treating was
second
dead
ball.
that year for some reason.
And it looked exactly the same. The Cheshire Cat, when he sees me, he quits smiling.
Okay, I still think that one looked pretty good.
Moment.
Hey, Jakel.
How can I help you?
Are you still insisting on having the camera angle like that?
That's what you're looking for. All right, all right. I'm new to town. This is my place. Just got here. All right. So,
This part actually genuinely gave us hysterical, gut-busting laughter. That is because, to us, it was the most hilarious thing. Let's just watch real quick, and then I will explain why we were laughing so hard. Because I don't think the context is really given. That might not make it better or funnier, but at least it will make sense.
what do we got here? All right. Got some KFC buttermilk ranch for you. All right. And
If you can't tell what's happening, and I thought I was going to play a joke on these kids and offer sauce instead of candy. So I started offering ranch and buffalo ranch and barbecue sauce, and they got excited. They didn't even want the candy, they wanted the sauce.
I got a mint for you. And how about some barbecue sauce? I'm just kidding. I'll be right back. Hang on.
And then the kid in the background, do you have Szechuan sauce? Do I look like I got Szechuan sauce? No.
All right, I got actual candy. Here you go.
Is there any Szechuan sauce?
No, I wish there was. Don't even get me started on.
They didn't even care about the candy. A few of them took candy, but they were more interested to figure out if I had Szechuan sauce. What the hell? This was literally 6 months, 7 months after the Szechuan sauce episode of Rick and Morty was a thing, and apparently it was still a meme 7 months later. Oh boy. They didn't even care about the candy. Some of them took candy, but they were much more excited about the sauce.
On Felix. Who do you think taught that motherfucker surrealism?
I just always had this vision that the Cat in the Hat would be a completely chaotic, neutral individual who's just running amok and causing havoc. Like, if you think about the Cat in the Hat, the original story. There was some moral lesson in the end, but dude just came through and fucked shit up. Okay? He dragged them along, and yes, the movie goes into a little more detail about how he didn't really... He looks chaotic, but he planned the whole thing, even to the point of letting them make their own decisions, which was also really necessary since they were kids and they needed to learn that they were capable. But at the same time, they destroyed the entire house. He's just a harbinger of chaos energy that in some way spits out a little turd nugget of moral lesson. So that's why I just always had this image that he was like in a way, sort of like a Dr. Seuss Deadpool, just popping up, breaking the fourth wall, and being like, hey, you want to teach some kids some moral lessons with a black eye? Yeah, let's do it.
More ranch?
Yeah.
Let me check. Hang on. Oh, that one's open. Never mind.
I'll take some barbecue.
All right, looks like all I got left is barbecue.
Barbecue.
Barbecue. All I got left in here is mints. Anybody want some mints?
Sure.
All right.
You guys get the candy too. Wait, they get candy too.
That was supposed to be a joke. All right, so Trick or Treat is winding down. So
I
I
just
think I'm
lost
gonna call
interest. I
it quits
completely
for tonight.
dissociated right there for a
Also,
minute.
standing up, trying not to mess with my tail, is.
Mind you, right before I came in to film this part of the video, I had just been outside having a cigarette, hiding in the shadows so the kids didn't have their poor little hearts broken that the Cat in the Hat might be a smoker. True little Hufflepuff I am. I wanted to take the suit off so I wouldn't damage the psyche of a bunch of kids if I were about to go have another cigarette. And my back was hurting.
It's giving me a backache, so
giving
I'm
me a
gonna call it
backache.
quits for tonight. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this. Give
No,
me feedback, constructive
did.
or otherwise. I really don't care. Just let me know, and if you want more stuff like this, thumbs up and subscribe, all that other good stuff. Catch you guys later.
Yeah. Thus concludes a Halloween special, part 2. So, that was a look at my first couple of videos. Well, it was really the first video, just in 2 parts. And that's the first ones that are up. I might dig deeper sometime in the near future and get some of my old files. I've been procrastinating moving my old videos from my fiance's old laptop onto a hard drive because it takes for fucking ever for some reason. And at that point, I might take a look at some of the videos that I have decided to take down and then explain why. Just because instead of privating them or unlisting them, I just completely deleted them. And now, would you look at that? There's a fucking bug up here. Just 1 second. Would you look at that? I'm paranoid. It was just a fuzz. But yeah, I just wanted to sort of like brag about myself and celebrate for myself and make a video about how far I've come. And in the very least, my attitude, my persona is a lot more comfortable. And even if I have changed drastically, there are some things that are still absolutely the same, which is the same old me. Because whatever Jakel is doing or looks like, it's still the same Aaron underneath. And with that, I'm going to wrap it up. I love you all. Even the haters. I'm kidding. I mean, even the haters. Love is a broad, generalized feeling. Until next time, much love. Peace out. Namaste. And goodbye.